Aaron Ralston made world headlines
after becoming trapped in a canyon.
You probably thought it was over.
It's a matter of just cutting the skin.
It became a journey that would take Ralston from panic,
I can't crack it,
to despair,
I was gonna die,
finally to hope.
You did have a vision.
Make an attempt to get it to them.
A journey in which he would be forced to do something the rest of us find almost impossible to imagine.
I tried cutting my arm off.
He amputated his own arm with a pocket knife.
After becoming trapped under a boulder,
I had very, very little water.
I would never do something like that.
This can happen to anyone. I felt the worst pain that I will ever experience.
The odds of something like this happening have to be incalculable.
My son has been reported missing since last Thursday night.
Aaron, what happened on April 26th?
What made you do the unthinkable?
Gather round, my friends, for I have a real story to share. A story that unfolds against the striking backdrop of Utah's canyonlands, where nature's beauty and treacherous mysteries entwine. Picture this, as the sun's golden fingers bid adieu to the day. The canyonlands of southeastern Utah transform into a canvas of radiant reds, enveloping the colossal rock formations and enigmatic caverns in their warm embrace. It's a sight to behold, a masterpiece painted by nature's hand. Yet, the story takes a chilling turn when night descends upon these rugged lands. Alone in the depths of this wilderness, the canyonlands morph into an eerie, cold expanse that can set even the bravest heart aflutter, especially when one finds oneself ensnared within the narrow chasms that cleave the towering sandstone monoliths asunder. Amidst the shroud of darkness, a desperate cry for aid would be met with nothing but the haunting echo of silence. And so, dear listeners, let me introduce you to a soul who knows this truth all too well, Aaron Ralston, a man of 35 years, whose harrowing journey weaves through the threads of fate in the year 2003. His path led him to the wilderness near Robber's Roost, an outlaw hideout from the days of the Wild West, where the notorious Butch Cassidy once sought refuge. Ralston embarked on a solitary hike, his footsteps tracing the rugged trails near Blue John Canyon. But fate's hand can be cruel, and as he navigated a narrow slot within the canyon's heart, a massive boulder was set free, mercilessly pinning his right forearm against the unyielding stone. For 5.5 days, he waged a desperate battle for his freedom, trapped between the unforgiving canyon walls. The bright sunrises yielded to moonlit nights, and in the daytime's absence, his pleas for rescue were swallowed by the void. Imagine, my friends, the unimaginable. A man's fortitude tested to its limits, his resolve sharpened to a point as he confronted the abyss of his isolation. Armed with a crude knife, his only companion, he embarked on an agonizing journey of self-liberation. He severed his own arm, inch by agonizing inch, driven by a primal urge to break free from his stony prison. Such a tale of survival and tenacity found its way to the silver screen, a testament to the human spirit's unyielding will. A director by the name of Danny Boyle brought forth this story, naming it 127 Hours, a title that captures the eternity of each passing minute during Ralston's ordeal. Our protagonist, hailing from the suburbs of Indianapolis, set his sights on the wild allure of the Colorado Rockies. From the echoing mountains to the serene valleys, he carved his path through nature's grandeur. He dreamt of conquering the lofty peaks, ascending to their icy crowns alone, daring winter's chill to deter him not. In the spring of 2003, Ralston stood at the precipice of his aspirations, poised to conquer the last of Colorado's mountain sentinels. But the thawing snows denied his ambition, forcing him to postpone his quest for another season. Those mountains hold the deadliest embrace of snow, he would recall, a poignant reminder of the crossroads where destiny awaited him. And so, my dear listeners, on a Saturday in April, Aaron Ralston embarked on a journey unbeknownst to his loved ones. Armed with his hiking gear, climbing equipment, and a small utility tool, he ventured to the remote reaches of Utah, where the town of Moab is hailed as the end of the world. He pressed on for hours more, reaching the trailhead of Horseshoe Canyon, a place nestled in the heart of nowhere. He set out with the intention of a day's exploration, expecting to return to Aspen before nightfall. The film captures this idyllic setting, the red sands and hidden pools, as Ralston interacts with fellow travelers before plunging deeper into the wild. Fate, however, took a cruel turn. The earth itself rebelled, and a colossal boulder claimed its freedom, trapping him in its grasp. Days turned to nights, and Ralston grappled with his isolation. He wrestled with the unyielding grip of the stone, even as his hope dwindled. The blade of his tool became a crude scalpel, a means to an unthinkable end. And in that darkness, he began a ritual of self-amputation, a dance of pain and resolve that would see him through to the other side. My friends, envision the agony and triumph of those hours, the desperation, the surreal clarity, the acceptance of fate. He summoned strength beyond measure, breaking bone and cutting tendon until, at last, he emerged from the canyon's embrace, a new man reborn into the light. Ralston's odyssey did not end in the shadows of that canyon. He returned to the embrace of the Rockies, scaling peaks, reclaiming the heights that fate once denied him. He etched his name in the annals of human achievement, becoming the first to conquer Colorado's lofty summits alone. The path to recovery was winding, marked by tests of strength and endurance. Through ultra-running, mountaineering, and the rapids' tumult, he sought to reclaim his invincibility. Yet, the echoes of the past haunted him, and in his reflection, he recognized the path he had taken before, a precipice he refused to revisit. Ralston's story, my friends, took a twist of fate that led him to redemption. Through loss and heartbreak, he found a new purpose. A woman named Jessica, a son named Leo, they became his sanctuary, his reason to endure. And in the embrace of family, he found his true freedom. As the curtain falls on this tale, imagine the final scene. Aaron Ralston, his love, his child, against the backdrop of the very canyon that once ensnared him. A testament to the profound desires that shape our journey, the longing for freedom, the pull of love, and the timeless yearning for connection. And thus, my friends, the echoes of this incredible odyssey shall linger in the canyonlands of our hearts forevermore.